let's are we streaming? Make sure everything is okay before I start. Let's give it a few seconds, making sure everything is up and running. Okay, did get a couple of drop frames. Got excellent here, excellent here. All right, so let's start. Welcome back, guys, to episode. Like always, I got a sticky note letting me know what episode we are in. Episode 59. Awesome. Today we are dealing with PowerShell. Super simple episode, so let's get right into it. Let's switch it over to the computer. I am logged into PC01. On my taskbar, I have PowerShell ISE, pin onto the taskbar. So I'm going to right click on that, and I'm going to right click on Windows PowerShell ISE, and I'm going to run it as an administrator. Going to get the user account control. I'm going to hit yes here, let that load up. And like you saw the title of the stream, we're going to get a group list from a user's membership tab. So why do this? Now, I've been in a lot of jobs that a lot of people leave the company and they're part of a lot of groups, security groups. When the next person comes in to fill in that position, you actually have to add them to all those groups like the previous person that left, add them into those groups. Typically, a lot of us would do the following. Let me minimize PowerShell right here. I'm going to double click on this guy right here. This is my Microsoft Management Console with all my tools. So I think a lot of us have done this in the past, right? You find the user. Let's say I'm leaving the company and I am part of all these groups, right? And Bruce Wayne is my replacement. You create his account within AD. You have to go to add, and you're basically doing what? Typing everything in, like domain admins. Then you put in a semicolon. He's enterprise admin. This is what we would typically do. You're typing everything in. You click check names, you okay it, and then that's it. There's no way, I don't think there's a way that you're able to select, like right now I'm doing a control C, and I don't feel like, I've never tried this before, so I'm actually going to try it with you guys. I just did a control C, I highlighted everything, and if I do, see, actually it pastes the stuff that I'm going to show you guys. But you can't really highlight this stuff and then bring it over to this. See, anything that was in the clipboard is going to get pasted. So I'm not able to do that. So within PowerShell, I'm able to grab that content into like a spreadsheet or a text file, copy it or save it or give it to HR or whomever you need to give it to, copy it and then paste it into, and then you're done. So that's what we're going to do. I love PowerShell. I've been doing a lot of PowerShell to make life easy for me. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So within PowerShell, let me see if I could zoom in. Hopefully you guys are able to hear me and see the content. So the first command that we're going to run is we need to do an import module. I'm going to hit the tab to auto complete it. And we're going to import the Active Directory module. Hopefully I can spell it right. Active Directory. So I'm actually going to do, you can press F8 or just run this right here. Wherever the cursor is at, it's going to run it. So I'm going to run that. It's going to import the Active Directory modules. So let it do its thing. Once it's done, we are able to continue. So I'm going to get enter. And the next thing I'm going to do is create a variable. So $, and it's going to be username. Okay, equals to open and close quotations. So the username is actually the distinguished name. Okay, so For this example, it will be, let's do mines. So Bernardo dot Rocho. That is how I log into the computer using that distinguished name into my PCs. So we did that. So let's hit enter. So now we need to grab the user's object or the user's information. Now to do that, I am also going to create another variable and I'm going to call it user. We're going to equal to the following. So we're actually going to go into the Active Directory module and use a command called get AD user. I'm going to hit tab to auto complete it. And I'm going to use the parameter of identity, auto complete that. And I am going to use that variable that we just declared in number 3, which is username. Username, boom. Hit space, and we're going to use another parameter of properties, autocomplete that. And the properties that we want would be member of, the member tab, right? So it would be member, hopefully I spelled it right, member OF, I think. Cool. So we're actually able to run 3 and 5 right now. So let's put the cursor at the end of line 3 and just hit this, or you could do F8, it's up to you. So Bernardo.Arocho is actually part of the username variable. So if we just run username, $username, you're going to get Bernardo.username. Now we're actually going to run this entire command right here, and it's going to place it inside the variable that we just declared $user. So if we run it, boom, we're good. Okay. Now, if we go at the bottom right here, and we just do, I'm going to go inside this cursor. If I could just do user, just do that. And we're just going to hit enter. It's going to give member of all this information. It provides all the properties and the membership that we need. Now we need to kind of extract what I'm part of and produce it in some nice little way. So to do that, we will use a for each loop. But within the for each loop, I'm actually going to declare a variable, and within that variable, well, actually, I'm going to declare a variable because I want to get kind of fancy with it. So I'm actually going to do user, and it's going to be user data. Oops, spelled data wrong. And we're going to assign it to write host and group for $username. So it's going to produce this nice, the first line is going to say groups for Bernardo.Arocho, and it's going to give you the list. That's when we are going to do the for each loop. So again, we're getting a little fancy with this. So I'm going to do a hyphen, and I'm going to do a space, and we're going to close it. I mean, line 7 you don't really need, but you know, whatever. It's up to you. I'm going to hit enter here, enter again, and then on line 9, we're going to start doing our for each. So let's do a for each. We're going to open our for each, and within the for each, we're going to create another variable called group. Okay, within this variable in user number 5, we just declare that $user. We want to get everything, oops, at the end, let's do period. So what we're doing is we're calling the variable that we declared on number 5 that we got the information from the AD user. All right, hopefully nothing's going kind of crazy. Hopefully nothing's going kind of crazy. It looks like, is it like glitching? Looks like some of the stuff is glitching. Oh man, stream is going kind of haywire. Whoa. All right, I think I'm back. That was pretty creepy. Ah, man. All right, so we're back. All right, do apologize for that. That was pretty creepy. Everything just went kind of crazy. I think I broke the I broke the internet. Thank you. Someone actually said video hang up. I appreciate. Thank you for letting me know. I kind of froze and everything was kind of going crazy. So I apologize for that. Yeah. So yeah, where were we? So let's go back to picture, and let's hopefully zoom in real quick. All right, cool. So we just created the for each loop. We declared a variable called $group in $user, and I put a period. The reason why I'm putting a period is because, again, on line number 5, we grab the content of or the properties of the particular user. For example, Bernardo.Arocho, we grab those properties, but we want to specify what we want within the properties. So hopefully everything looks good. I'm moving. Awesome. So to do that, we are going to do a dot, and we are going to do member. Ooh, make sure you type it right. Member of, and then we're going to close the parentheses. So whatever is within user, that information within user, and we're grabbing that specific information, which is the member of, we're taking that content and we're placing it inside the variable of $group, which member of is the user's group. Got it? Okay, so I am actually going to open parentheses. I'm going to hit enter here, and I'm going to hit a tab, get fancy with the coding. We are going to declare another variable, and we're going to call it group name, and we're going to equal to, and open parentheses, and we're actually going to use another Active Directory module, and it's called get ad group space, and we're going to call $group, which is the variable that we have within our for each, and we're going to close the parentheses. Now from here, we're only going to retrieve the name. So we're going to hit a period, and we're just going to hit name. Okay, we're going to hit enter here, hit enter here. We're going to do a tab, get fancy with the coding, and what we are going to do is use a command of write host autocomplete, open and close parentheses. And what I want to do is within the open and close parentheses, I want to write out the group name. Okay. Once it writes the group name, I like to put a semicolon. Reason why is because if you're copying and pasting the membership, you need the semicolon because it makes life easy, and I'm going to show you how that works. So I'm going to add the semicolon here. I'm going to put my cursor at the very end. I'm going to hit enter, and now I'm going to close the loop. So we're actually able to run all this. So I'm going to run line 3. Line 3 is going to grab the username. Line 5 is going to grab the information of the user. And I'm going to zoom out real quick. Let me get out of here. Boop. And I'm actually going to, we could run this right now. And the only thing that does is this. It just writes this fancy, it's just groups for whatever user you're trying to retrieve, and then underneath that would be the for each. Nothing fancy. It's just a fancy little thing. So I'm going to highlight 12 to 9, and I'm just going to run it. Boom. There it goes. All right, let me zoom in. There it goes. See? Just gave me all that. So you're able to just highlight all this, copy it to the next user, check names. It's going to check all the names, and then you're good to go. Now, if you don't want to do this, right, you don't want to do the copy and paste, you're actually able to export it to a CSV or a text file. I'm actually going to do a CSV file. So for line 14, I'm actually going to take the user data and I'm going to export it out into, take the user data and export it out. So username, I'm going to pipe it. I'm going to use export, and I'm going to do CSV, do a path, parameter of path, and let's give it a path. I think, let's check. Do I have anything inside my C drive that I'm able to drop this information into? Actually, it's not. It's not $sign. It is user data. That is what I'm calling. User data export. Let's go inside here. Let's go to C drive. Okay, so I don't have anything in here. So I'm going to take this path and I'm going to place it here. Backslash, and I'm going to do $sign username and group list dot CSV, and I'm going to do a parameter of no CSV. Get out of here. It's like the autocomplete is going crazy. No type information. Okay. Okay, cool. I don't have this here at all. I don't have this inside this folder. I don't want you to think that I'm playing magic tricks or anything. So I'm going to highlight all this real quick and I'm just going to run it. Awesome. Let's see if that exported out correctly. Okay. I don't think it exported it out. Machine is acting slow. All right, so once you get this information, the cool thing is that you're able to just, well, I don't need to select this, but you're able to select the groups, copy it, and let's say I go into Bruce Wayne because Bruce Wayne is my replacement, right? And then I'm able to just paste it, right? I got the semicolons, I do check names, boom, okay it, and then boom, Bruce Wayne has all my groups. So that is how you grab the list of all the groups. Super simple. Yeah, that's it. That's about it. Wow, I can't believe the live stream had a hiccup. I don't know how that hiccup happened. Give me 1 sec. I'm checking a couple of things. Checking a couple of things. Checking a couple of things. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. What is going on? There we go. All right, yeah. I think today's live stream has been a little crazy. I've been getting some drop downs. Machines have been acting very slow today. Yeah. But yeah, that's about it. I do apologize for the inconvenience, guys. Live stream has been going pretty crazy. My machines have been acting a little weird. Hopefully you guys enjoy this crazy episode. And I catch you guys. Hopefully the next episode is kind of clean and more efficient and I don't get any drops. And I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.